All right. We're going to rehearse the first 22 measures of the final countdown. The drum set part I'm going to have in a separate video because I really like to work on building up coordination between the various instruments for those who are unfamiliar with drum set or have little time on it. So that'll be in a separate video. Here's final countdown. First things first. This has the key signature of concert F. So that means if you are concert pitch like flute, oboe, or any of the low brass instruments, you have E naturals. Low brass people, second valve, second position, just a little bit of metal showing. If you are a trumpet, you have B naturals and F sharps, both second position or second finger notes. If you're a clarinet, you have F sharps, that guy. If you are alto or bari saxophone, you have, should be C sharps. Yep, C sharps. Open, or you can do long C sharp with both pinkies we've discussed in class. And of course F sharp still. Tenor sax has F sharp. French horn, this is your key, so you have E naturals, you have B naturals, so it's not too crazy for you guys. So let's start with the whole note people at the beginning. That's clarinet, alto, tenor, horn, and low brass. Very straightforward, accents on whole notes and its forte, so powerful. 1, 2, 3. Measure 4, you have an interesting note in a lot of the parts. F sharp for clarinet, it's in the key. F sharp for alto, it's in the key. Tenor sax, D sharp, which is the same as E flat, which would be like all those, and then the top of the two keys down in the right pinky. If you are low brass, we have C sharps, which you can think of as D flat if that helps you. 2, 3 for the valves, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth position for the trombones, going down. So watch out for that on beat 4. Also on beat 4, measure 4, the flutes come in on an E natural. Everybody else is playing, and then we add the flute at the end of measure 4. So, of course, the trumpet is playing the melody 1, 2, and a 3, 4, 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, 1, 2, and a 3, 4, 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, and. Yeah. 1. Measure 5, 6, 7, and 8 has a lot more whole notes in the flute, clarinet, alto, and horn. The low brass takes their whole notes and turns them into quarter notes, not a big deal. Let's check out that bass part in the low brass, low woodwinds. So just 4 quarters instead of a whole note. Tenor also has that. No interesting notes in particular. The trumpet part is similar to the beginning. Watch that F sharp in measure 4 and in measure 8, right at the end, trumpets, second valve. 9, we have some half notes in the flute, oboe, clarinet, alto, tenor, bass, and horn, while the trumpets have a cool little thing. That would be measures 9 and 10. Low brass, watch out for your E natural in measure 9. That's going to catch some people off guard. Second position, second finger. Measure 10, flutes. Everybody else is playing half notes, but in measure 10 you have a dotted half note and quarter. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you got to let everybody else go. Ta, ta, 4, 1. So wait for that beat 3 in the other parts. Here's the trumpet part. F sharp. Measure 11, we have in the low brass A naturals, flute A naturals, watch out for those, second position, second valve, of course. Tenor sax B naturals. Second clarinet, measure 12, has a D sharp, which is the same thing as an E flat, D sharp, same thing as E flat. French horn has a G sharp, same thing as A flat. Alto sax has an A sharp, same thing as B flat. So watch out for those enharmonic notes, notes that can look different ways or have different letter names but sound the exact same. Let's go on to measure 13. If you are a low brass, low woodwind person, you have this 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Again, clapping and counting, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Sounds like this. Notice that there are tenuto notes that have the line underneath the notes or above to show that they're full value. And you have dots or staccatos underneath a lot of the eighth notes to show that they're more separated, that they're briefer or shorter in value. Da, 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 da. And that's going to carry through a lot of the next few measures after this as well. Flutes, measures 13 and 14. You have, starting on beat 3 of 13, you have this. Ready, and 1, 2. And it's just you that has that, so watch out for that. No interesting notes really, E natural, just not an E flat. Measure 15, clarinets, watch the B natural, it's middle finger in the right hand. Also 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, we have horn and alto sax melody. Watch out, horns for the B naturals, altos for the C sharps. So let's count and clap through that. And I have a page turn, so might have to pause. Ready? And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 20 has that interesting dotted 8th, 16th figure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out for that. Good, so let's play through that. 15, this is the alto and horn part. 2, ready, 1, 2. Oh man, I got water in my key. That's better. Here we go, 15, 2, ready, 1. Keep in mind, a lot of that is slurred as well. There's just a couple spots where you tongue throughout that. At 15, we have a really interesting bass line part that moves around quite a bit. So you really need to read note to note. It's easy to get into that groove starting at like 12 and then get stuck into it. But 15, cool. Yeah, let's try that. 15, 2, and then we're at 23, so it's going to move around quite a bit. Make sure to double check every single note. Are there any A naturals? No, but there are E naturals. Please watch out for the E naturals. They are all throughout that part. Tenor sax has that with them as well. Clarinet still playing B naturals. middle finger right hand, and that should do it. Thanks so much.